The Kansas City Chiefs are about to make a massive change at left tackle right before the playoffs. You guys are listening to the KC Sports Report. I'm your host, Michael Darcy. I'm a local Kansas City-based content creator who covers this Chiefs team on a daily basis. And the best way you guys can show support is by hitting the like button on this video and subscribing for more daily Chiefs coverage. In this video, I'm going to go over an exclusive report that I got from Chiefs Blitz on Twitter. If you guys aren't already aware, Chiefs Blitz is a Chiefs Twitter account that breaks news, keeps fans up to date with all the latest news. And I actually got this report via direct message while I was live streaming to you guys that might have a pretty good idea of who the starting left tackle for this Chiefs team in the playoffs is going to be. So with that being said, why don't I get into this direct message, this report that I got from Chiefs Blitz, again, via direct message. He said, absolutely. First practice post-bye week is most likely Tuesday. The plan is to give Humphries all the reps at left tackle with the starting offensive line. Reed in 15 leading towards DJ for the playoffs. Which, if you would have watched the game in Week 18 against the Broncos, where DJ Humphries was the starting left tackle, he kind of looked mediocre. He looked bad at times, and you kind of saw as the game went on, he got worse. The pressure rate went up a lot in the second half, and while Carson Wentz wasn't getting rid of the football that quickly, it was pretty evident that as the game went on, his stamina wore off. And that's to be expected for a guy that was starting his second game in the past year and a half. But I'm not sure if I saw enough in that game against the Broncos to definitively name DJ Humphries the starting left tackle for this team in the playoffs. Listen, I understand the Chiefs brought him in to be the starter, but when he got hurt in that Sunday Night Football game against the Chargers, you kind of had to throw the expectation of Humphries being the starter out the window. He's played 2 games for the Chiefs this season, actually really only 1 3/4, because he didn't even finish that game against the Chargers. And so how can you expect that guy to be the starting left tackle in the playoffs, especially when Joe Thuney started more games at left tackle for the Chiefs this season, and he looked pretty good. I'm pretty sure he only gave up 1 sack at left tackle, and he was going up against some of the best edge rushers in football. Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Danielle Hunter, and you also saw Will Anderson Jr. The Chiefs went up against some pretty good pass rushers, and Joe Thuney didn't fold. And so I do think that there's a lot to be said that Joe Thuney should probably be the starting left tackle for this Chiefs team. But I want to hear from you guys down in the comments section below. Do you think that DJ Humphries is going to be the starting left tackle for this team in the playoffs? He's going to get another week of practice. As that tweet said, he's going to get to practice a lot with the first team offensive line, which is a good thing. But I'm not sure how I feel about the Chiefs really sticking their neck on the line and putting DJ Humphries as the starter, especially when he has shown in the very short sample size that he can't stay healthy. And if he can't stay healthy, they're just going to have to put Joe Thuney back at left tackle, and they might have to do that without scheming up Joe Thuney at left tackle, meaning they can't help him out. If he has to make that transition mid-game, the Chiefs are going to have to completely change their protection packages. You're going to have to chip with a tight end, maybe chip with a running back, and that's just going to make it more difficult for Thuney going forward. So, again, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments section below. Do you think that DJ Humphries is going to be the starting left tackle in the playoffs? Again, I'll show the tweet or the direct message saying that he is going to get all the reps at left tackle with the starting offensive line. Reed in 15 leaning towards DJ for the playoffs. I understand why they would go with DJ Humphries in the playoffs. He is a better left tackle. He plays that position. But in that game against Denver, I saw a player that didn't look ready. And while he was also going up against, Nick Bonito and a very talented Broncos defensive line with, a backup offensive line with, Hunter Norzad and CJ Hansen, I understand why he could struggle because he's not going to get that help from the other guys on the interior. But listen, you can't expect the Chiefs to completely plan for DJ Humphries starting. I just don't think that is going to work out well for them. And if Andy Reid, was confident in Joe Thuney, why not ride the hot hand? Why not have Joe Thuney remain the starting left tackle, especially when he has shown over a larger sample size that he is a more reliable option? And so I don't understand it. Maybe this doesn't end up happening. Chiefs blitz could be wrong because it's just so hard to predict who could be the starting left tackle. But according to his reporting and his inside source, DJ Humphries is going to get an opportunity. DJ Humphries is going to get a ton of practice reps, and I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being the case. But we also did get kind of a semi-report from Adam Teicher of ESPN. He was talking to Jason Anderson on The Zone on Sports Radio 810, and he was kind of talking about how he expected Joe Thuney to be the starting left tackle. So we kind of have some conflicting reports, but Adam Teicher was also just speculating that Joe Thuney would be the better option at left tackle in the playoffs. And to that I say, I agree. I think that Joe Thuney is the guy that you have to start, but it seems like Andy Reid and offensive line coach Andy Heck have a different idea for how this game plan should be against whoever they face in the divisional round of the playoffs. But before we go any further, guys, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors of this channel all football season long. Welcome to the Rice Real Estate Group, Kansas City's premier partner in real estate. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, you will receive a tailored experience designed just for you. Specializing in residential, commercial, and investment properties, the dedicated team over at the Rice Real Estate Group helps guide you through every transaction, including navigating those short, complex sales. With a commitment to personal one-on-one service, they will ensure that you are supported every step of the way. You can achieve your goals with expertise, care, and a customized approach that truly makes a difference. Ready to make your next move? The Rice Real Estate Group is here to make it happen. For more information, call 816-819-9333. The Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway is the place to be. With over 1,500 slot machines, 35 table games, 4 restaurants, and a new ESPN Bet Sportsbook, there are plenty of ways to find your fun. For more chances to win, follow them on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Special shout out to the sponsors that support this channel all football season long. But getting back into the main portion of this video, I think the option of DJ Humphries at left tackle is a good thing for one reason, and one reason only. That means that you get to move Joe Thuney back at his natural position of left guard, and it's going to make your offensive line stronger. And that's assuming that DJ Humphries can stay healthy and be reliable, which that's yet to be seen. But apparently, Andy Reid does have trust that DJ Humphries could be a reliable starter in the playoffs. If he didn't think that, he probably wouldn't have played in the Broncos game. And then the Chiefs pulled him late in the fourth quarter, which could have been because the Chiefs were just getting, the doors blown off of them. But it could also be that they thought, okay, we've seen enough of DJ Humphries. We think that he could be something, and we think he could start for this team in the playoffs. Again, I personally would rather see Joe Thuney start a left tackle, but maybe the Chiefs see something that I don't, which is entirely possible. I'm sitting on my couch talking about this team while Andy Reid is in the building every single day, watching DJ Humphries in practice, watching the way that he moves. And so I have I've got trust that Andy Reid's going to make the right decision, but I just hope that they don't make a mistake by putting DJ Humphries out there when he's not fully healthy, because that's going to hurt this team. Joe Thuney, for lacking the skill of a left tackle, he's healthy, he's a smart football player, and he knows where to be. And DJ Humphries, if he knows where to be, but he can't get to that spot because of the injuries, that's an issue. And if he's allowing a bunch of pressures off that left side, you're going up against some really good pass rushers in this postseason. There's guys of the Chargers like, Nick Bosa, Khalil Mack, and, if you want to go down the list of like TJ Watt, there's a lot of really good edge rushers in this AFC conference. And I don't want to take the chance that we lose Patrick Mahomes for the season because Andy Reid thought it'd be a good idea to put DJ Humphries out there after starting less than 2 games, I guess starting exactly 2 games, but playing less than 2 games in his Chiefs tenure. So Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section below. Do you think that DJ Humphries should be the starting left tackle? This is going to be a situation that we monitor a lot on this channel. Again, it is just, Thursday, the week before the Chiefs play in the playoffs. We should get more updates from practice, and we're going to keep you guys updated with that. But that's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button and subscribe for more of the best daily Chiefs content on YouTube. You can also find me on social media at KC Sports Report on Twitter and Instagram, and also at the Michael Darcy on Instagram and Twitter. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video, and as always, go Chiefs.